Hey learners, welcome back to EduIntern Voyage. Your learning journey starts. If you are a BCom student who wants simple, clear, and reliable study content, subscribe to EduIntern Voyage, like the videos, and start your learning journey today.
Is the role of opportunity cost in comparative advantage? Answer. Introduction. The concept of opportunity cost plays a vital role in explaining David Ricardo's comparative advantage theory. It shows how countries decide what to produce and trade based on the relative cost differences of producing goods. The modern interpretation of comparative advantage is entirely based on opportunity cost. Meaning of opportunity cost. Opportunity cost refers to the value of the next best alternative foregone when a choice is made. In international trade, it means the amount of one good that must be sacrificed to produce an additional unit of another good. Role of opportunity cost in comparative advantage. Basis for trade. Comparative advantage arises when a country can produce a good at a lower opportunity cost compared to another country. A country should specialize in the good where it sacrifices less of another product. Determines specialization. The opportunity cost helps nations decide which goods to produce and export, and which to import for maximum efficiency. Improves resource allocation. It ensures that resources are allocated efficiently, as each country focuses on goods that involve the least sacrifice of alternative output. Explains mutual benefit. Trade based on opportunity cost makes it possible for both countries to gain, even if one is more productive in all goods. Modern interpretation. Economists like Haberler, 1936, redefined Ricardo's theory in terms of opportunity cost, replacing the labor theory of value. This made the theory more realistic, as it includes multiple factors of production. Example. If India must give up 2 units of rice to produce 1 unit of textile, while the USA gives up 4 units of rice for 1 textile, India has a lower opportunity cost in textile. India should export textiles. USA has a lower opportunity cost in rice. USA should export rice. Critical assessment limitations. Difficult to measure. Opportunity costs are not always measurable in money or physical units, especially for complex economies. Assumes perfect substitution. Assumes resources can easily move between industries, which is unrealistic. Ignores non-economic factors. Political, strategic, and cultural reasons may also influence trade decisions. Static in nature. Does not consider technological changes or economies of scale that alter opportunity costs over time. Simplified conditions. Real-world trade involves multiple countries, goods, and factors. Opportunity cost alone cannot explain all trade patterns. Conclusion. Opportunity cost provides the core explanation for the comparative advantage theory and forms the foundation of modern trade analysis. However, while it makes the theory more realistic than Ricardo's labor-based version, it still rests on simplifying assumptions and must be combined with modern trade factors like technology, capital, and global policies for a complete understanding. Question. Explain Haberler's opportunity cost theory of international trade. How does it improve upon the classical theory of comparative advantage? Answer. Introduction. The opportunity cost theory was developed by Gottfried Haberler in 1936 as a modern reformulation of Ricardo's comparative advantage theory. Haberler replaced the unrealistic labor theory of value with the more practical concept of opportunity cost to explain the basis of international trade. Meaning of opportunity cost. Opportunity cost is the cost of sacrificing the next best alternative when a choice is made. In trade, it refers to the amount of one good a country must give up to produce an additional unit of another good. Main idea of the theory. According to Haberler, a country should specialize in producing and exporting those goods for which it has the lowest opportunity cost, and import goods that involve a higher opportunity cost. This specialization allows for efficient use of resources and mutual gains from trade between countries. Illustration. Let there be 2 countries, India and Japan, and 2 goods, tea and electronics. If India sacrifices 2 units of electronics to produce 1 unit of tea, while Japan sacrifices 5 units of electronics for 1 unit of tea, then India has a lower opportunity cost in tea. It should export tea, and Japan should export electronics. Thus, both nations gain through specialization based on opportunity cost. Assumptions. There are two countries and two commodities. Resources are fully employed. Resources are not equally efficient in all uses. Perfect competition and free trade exist. No transportation costs. Constant technology during the trade period. Advantages merits. More realistic, uses opportunity cost instead of labor cost, making the theory more applicable to real economies. Considers multiple factors, includes all factors of production, labor, capital, land. Explains actual trade patterns, reflects why countries trade even when technology or efficiency differs. Flexible and dynamic, adapts to changing resource conditions and costs. Criticisms. Limitations. Assumes full employment and perfect competition. Which rarely exist. Difficult to measure opportunity cost accurately in complex economies. Ignores economies of scale and technological progress. Static in nature, does not consider time-based changes or development effects. Neglects government policies and trade barriers. Conclusion. Haberler's opportunity cost theory is a modern improvement of Ricardo's comparative advantage theory. By using the concept of opportunity cost, it gives a more realistic and broader explanation of international trade, showing how countries benefit by specializing in goods with lower opportunity costs. It forms the foundation of modern trade theories and remains relevant in explaining trade in today's global economy. Question. Evaluate Haberler's opportunity cost theory of international trade. Discuss how it is superior to the classical theory. Answer. Introduction. The opportunity cost theory of international trade was developed by Gottfried Haberler in 1936. It is a modern reformulation of Ricardo's comparative advantage theory, which explains how countries gain from trade. Haberler's approach replaced the labor theory of value with the more realistic concept of opportunity cost, making the theory more applicable to real-world conditions. Meaning of opportunity cost. Opportunity cost is the value of the next best alternative foregone when a resource is used for a particular purpose. In international trade, it represents the amount of one commodity a country must sacrifice to produce an additional unit of another commodity. Main features of Haberler's theory. Trade is based on comparative opportunity costs, not absolute costs. A country should specialize in the production of goods in which it has the lowest opportunity cost. Trade leads to efficient allocation of world resources and mutual gains for all participating nations. The theory applies to multiple factors of production, not just labor. Example. If India gives up 2 units of machinery to produce 1 unit of textile, and Japan gives up 5 units of machinery to produce 1 unit of textile, India has a lower opportunity cost in textiles, so it should export textiles. Japan should export machinery. Thus, both countries benefit through specialization and trade. Superiority over classical theory. Basis. Classical theory, Ricardo. Haberler's opportunity cost theory. Cost concept. Based on labor theory of value. Based on opportunity cost, all factors. Factors considered. Only labor is considered. Considers labor, capital, land, etc. Realism. Unrealistic assumptions, equal labor efficiency. More realistic, accepts varying resource efficiency. Measurement. Uses labor time as cost measure. Uses foregone production as cost measure. Applicability. Limited to simple economies. Applicable to modern multi-factor economies. Flexibility. Static and rigid. Dynamic and flexible. Evaluation. Criticisms. Still assumes full employment and perfect competition, which rarely exist. Difficult to measure opportunity costs precisely. Ignores transport cost, trade barriers, and technology changes. Does not consider economies of scale and intra-industry trade. The model is static, not showing long-term growth impacts. Conclusion. Haberler's opportunity cost theory provides a more realistic and general explanation of international trade compared to Ricardo's classical model. By introducing the concept of opportunity cost, Haberler made the theory applicable to modern economies with multiple resources and production factors. Despite some limitations, it remains an important step in the evolution of modern trade theories and continues to guide trade policy. Explain the importance of trade liberalization in modern international trade. Importance of trade liberalization. Promotes economic growth. By reducing barriers, countries can access larger markets, increase exports, and stimulate industrial and economic growth. Encourages specialization. Countries can specialize in goods and services where they have a comparative advantage, improving resource allocation. Increases efficiency and productivity. Exposure to global competition forces domestic industries to innovate and optimize production, reducing inefficiency. Access to technology and knowledge. Free trade allows import of advanced machinery, technology, and know-how, promoting industrialization and modernization. Consumer benefits. Consumers gain access to a variety of goods at lower prices, improving welfare and living standards. Encourages foreign investment. Liberalized trade policies attract foreign direct investment, FDI, creating jobs and transferring capital and technology. Reduces resource misallocation. Helps countries use their abundant resources efficiently rather than producing everything domestically. Enhances competitiveness. Firms become globally competitive, improving export performance and international market share. Promotes global integration. Facilitates economic cooperation, interdependence, and political stability among nations. Supports sustainable development. Trade liberalization encourages innovation, knowledge sharing, and efficient production, contributing to long-term growth. Question. Explain how foreign exchange markets affect international trade. How foreign exchange markets affect trade. Determines export competitiveness. Depreciation of a country's currency makes exports cheaper for foreign buyers, boosting demand. Appreciation makes exports costlier, reducing demand abroad. Affects import prices. Depreciation makes imports more expensive, increasing domestic production of substitutes. Appreciation lowers import costs, benefiting consumers but potentially hurting domestic industries. Influences balance of payments. Exchange rate fluctuations affect the value of exports and imports, impacting trade balance. Risk management and hedging. Firms engage in forward contracts and currency hedging to manage exchange rate risks, ensuring stable trade transactions. Investment decisions. Exchange rate trends influence foreign investment and cross-border trade financing. Inflation and cost of production. Depreciation increases the cost of imported raw materials, potentially raising domestic prices and affecting trade competitiveness. Trade agreements and contracts. Exchange rates affect the pricing and profitability of international trade contracts. Global supply chain impact. Multinational companies rely on stable currency markets to manage imported inputs and export revenues. Speculation and volatility. Currency speculation can cause volatility, creating uncertainty in trade and investment. Promotes market efficiency. A well-functioning forex market ensures efficient currency conversion, facilitating smoother trade flows.